So, just came back from a small dry run. Drive for about an hour and a half. And the truck is running fine, but it's shifting. Um, and I don't know if because of the shackles are the uh, the turnbuckles are tight now. They're not loose. So that's pretty tight. And before leaving this morning, I installed another one. I drilled a hole and I put another ring here and I installed this one. So now these are better, even though it's scratching my paint here. But I already tried to close that up as much as I could, but it's still touching it. And the pipe on the leg there on the jack, it's kind of hitting the body of the truck, and it might, yeah, it's because this comes loose. So I'm gonna have to remove this altogether. And now I'm going to double check the side door, because instead of having that pipe that I said I was going to put in for a fishing rod, I got a little fishing rod holder up there, aluminum, that is made for that. I don't take long poles, so instead of having a piece of PVC in there in the gap, I'm going to put a 2x4 to prevent the camper from shifting around. It shouldn't do that. Yeah, you see the gap, it's back because when I make the turn, I turn it hard to the left so the camper shifted to the right. And that's enough room for maybe two. Problem is I only got one. So let me go see if I, okay, so I got this treated piece, is treated with a red color. It doesn't get termites or anything, so I'm gonna slide it in there, and there's nothing else I can wedge in there because the yeah, let me show you how it goes. Let's see, just wedge it in there. Yeah, that's about right. The only thing is it's gonna be banging around. Let's see if I can put my hand in here. Now, I get something to push it in there because I don't reach that far. Okay, let's try it with this. Let's see if this is gonna do it. Yeah. Okay. It's a little cooler today. It's 89. Okay, so I put it in there, and there's no way for me to hold it tighter than that, unless I can get a 1x little. I got some little pieces of board from packaging that I save for fire. So let me see. I got all these plants on the way here. Tomorrow I'm planting the jungle. I'm going to plant all this stuff down. Okay, so I got these boards here. I'm going to take this one here. They're not rotting or anything, they're just cobwebs and stuff. That's a good little board. I want to see if I can wedge that in between. And I already put a lot of water in the morning for a warm day. So let me see if I do this. I'm not gonna wedge it. Put it in between here. It's a 2x4. I always keep things leftovers of project, because you never know when you're gonna need something like this. So we're gonna jam it in there. Oh jeez, it went up. All right. I can't believe it's working. It's working. Okay, now I need a. Ow. If I had a long hammer, drop it down here. Okay, make we get a hammer. A sledgehammer, that is. So I'm going to put it right on the edge. Sorry I can't show you this because I can't hold the camera, the wood, and the hammer at the same time. That's getting pretty tight in there. Come on, you whippersnapper, get in there. Woo-hoo. Okay, now we're going to bring it down again. Let's try this way. Almost in there. Almost in there. See, on the other one, I can actually bring my hand in and bring it in, but now this one is so tight that it's no way to do that. So I have to just do it the way I'm doing it, inch at a time. Alright, I think that's. I'll know when it's moving. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see in the darkness. It's wedged in there with the other 2x6, and it's not exactly all the way down, but that's as far as I can get it. So now let's leave that alone, and let me put this stuff away because we don't need the 2x4 anymore. All right, so that's in there. I imagine I can get it in with a sledgehammer, but I can't reach in there. So now I'm gonna start putting gear and stuff in there because I'm not doing any more adjusting on the camper. It's gonna stay where it's at, and that's it. So now there's another addition that just arrived. My under the seat storage just got here. Just went to pick it up. So let me set you up so you can watch. This is not the first time I got a container from another company. I forgot the name now, but it was the wrong one. Let's hope this is the right one because I'm not even sure. I'm gonna take it out to the back seat. gonna drop it in and see if it's the right type, because the last one wasn't. This one comes with the little cables and such. Alright, so let me see what's up. I'm going to put it on the back door. Okay, let me take you here. You guys can see the involvement. So now the one that I had before, it had a, this thing has a deep mountain in the hill in the middle, so it needed to have a cavity for that, and the other one was straight and it was teeter-totter. It didn't reach the bottom, so I think this one is the right kind. It looks like. Okay. I know I gotta get the jack out of the way, but I just want to drop it in, and what do you know? It fits. It fits pretty good. I just gotta get the jack out of the way, and I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me see. Let me put this here. So according to the instructions, the jack stays there. You just shove it back in. There's a little cubby for the jack, little cutout. You put it in, you loop it through something in the back, and you put these anchors on them and cinch it down, and then, I don't know, squeeze them or something, and that's supposed to hold it in. So I'm going to do that later because it's hot as hell, and it's already 4 o'clock. It'll cool off in a little bit. I've been doing, running around, and I have to test my blazer gauge with this fuel sender that I borrowed from my mechanic, and see if it works. If not, I'm gonna have to drop the tank, and that's a whole different ball game. I'm not looking forward to that. So I'm gonna leave this here for now. Okay, I'll close this. And I found my new turnbuckles, and now I'm gonna do later on. I already did one on the other side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach it to here. I'm gonna attach it to this one. Get this one off, attach it, and then put a ring roughly here, and then cinch it down like I did on the other one. And that one there, I might keep it for now because I can't do a ring here because this here is not open. So there's a floor right there, and the trailer's right there. So there's this big gap in the middle. I can't put a ring here to attach it to there. And this is where the what do you call, the refrigerator venting is, and the refrigerator unit. This is a cabinet, so if I get one of the long ones that I still do have, I might attach it to back here and attach it to there. So I'm playing it by ear. I'm doing one at a time, and see what needs to be done. So it's a little more sturdier, but it was shifting. It shouldn't, because the buckles were tight. But I gotta sit down. Oh, and I also got the little decals from the mountains. I got 2 of them. Okay, so let's see where they're gonna look better. Let's check it out at the the truck. I was going to do it on the. I was going to do it on top of the 4x4, but on the other side, the 4x4 is half of it is covered, so that killed it. But my idea was to do it here. That's going to look bitchin' right there. But the other side, let me see. Got another cardboard to get rid of. See, the other side is kind of halfway covered. I don't think it's going to look good if I put it in like that. So what I'm thinking of doing now is switch the idea to the door. And I think it'll look good if I put it on top of the 2500. I think that's going to look nice. Right there. So that's what I'll do. And I have another one coming that it's a deer. It's a deer, two deers with a mountain background. It's supposed to be 16 inches, and I'm going to stick it on to this wall right here, which is empty. I think it's going to look nice. So let me go inside and hydrate a little bit. And I'm dying for a cigar, but I can't. Not now, it's too hot. Guess what I'm having? A michelada. These things are cold, man. They're nice. So it's funny, this thing doesn't really taste like beer. That's why I'm drinking it, because not really a beer drinker, but they're refreshing. Oh, they're actually refreshing and they're delicious to me. Now, we were having me and a friend of mine, we went to this place up here that it's a local watering hole. A lot of people go there, have a drink and some chips and cheese and whatever. And he knows more about beer than me. And we started talking, and I said, you know, with the beer that I did drink and I do miss, they don't sell it anymore. It was Lowenbrau. To me, that was a delicious. It was a well-made, and I'm not an expert on beer, but I liked it, especially having a steak. You know, with a, you know, that was a perfect combo. And he turns around and says, they don't sell it anymore because Miller. He tells me the story. Because Miller was the authorized dealer to bring in the beer from Germany. I think it's German beer. And he says they had something happen. The Miller didn't like something that I think they were outselling the Miller brand, and they stopped carrying it because they were actually bringing in their own competition. That's what he told me. And I said, oh, so they brought it under their license. And if you've been around and you've drinking beer, you probably had a Lowenbrau. You're gonna agree with me. That was a very good beer. It wasn't bitter. It wasn't. It was very well made. Very well made. Very good with a meal, especially if you're having meat, you know, or even seafood. Um, you know, you have some scallops or some shrimp or oysters or something like that. You know, with a little lemon. I like those. Clams, that kind of thing. And Lowenbrau was very good beer. And I said, well, how come they don't bring it anymore? And he told me the story. They canceled their license to bring it in, and they haven't been able to import it anymore. And I'm thinking, well, but if they're their own company, what do they need an American company? Try to get a license to import it and distribute it. But these companies, they have a grip on distribution like Coke doesn't want 7 Up to be sold at the same place. So if you go to McDonald's, you ask for 7 Up, they say, no, we got Sprite. And they'll sell Coke. And then if you go to another place that sells 7 Up, they won't sell Coke. So they're competing. And they don't want, it's kind of ridiculous because they should just sell everything at the same store and you are the one making their choice, not them. You say, okay, I want to drink Coke, I want to drink Sprite, or I want to drink 7 Up, whatever. So why would a beer company cancel the import on a foreign beer because it was selling more than their beer? I know they're trying to protect their bread and butter, but the bottom line. But the thing is that they cancel on one of the best beer around. Uh, I've never heard anybody complimenting on Coors. Some people really they say it's piss water and they don't like it. Coors is from Colorado. Um, I'm not an expert, but I've had Bush and Coors and Miller. I like Miller, but also one of the best contenders on beer is Mexico. Mexico makes very good beer. I mean, Corona, it's everywhere. Everywhere you go, Corona. And Corona is not being controlled by any other beer, American manufacturing beer here. They bring it in. And I don't know if they have a plant here already, but everywhere you go, you ask for a Corona, boom, they have it. But Low and Broad completely disappear. It's been gone for, I would say, 20 years. You know. Now, these micheladas are made from with Modelo beer. Modelo, it's model, and they're the ones that have a name brand, proprietary license on this micheladas. I don't think nobody else can make micheladas if it's not with Modelo beer. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you this: I like this. This is a very good beer. It's got the tomato, the clam juice, imitation clam juice, probably. You know, nothing is real anymore. But it's very refreshing. With a heat like this, it's very refreshing. Um, if it's kind of cold and nippy, then I hit the whiskey or the rum, uh, a little bit of the scotch. I had a bad experience with Chivas a long time ago. I must have been, I think it was 27, something like that. I was dating this girl, gorgeous, legs up to here, and I was at her parents' house for Christmas, and there was a friend of mine that he was dating her sister. She wasn't bad either, bad looking. And the old man comes out. He goes, "I got a bottle of Chivas 30. I think it was 30 years." And I said, "Okay." And I wasn't sure. I know it was Scotch, but I never had it before. So I said, "Okay, let me have some." So he gave me a tall glass. I'm talking a glass like this, and he fills it up. No ice. So now I'm trying to impress this girl that she's also a good drinker. She can drink me under the table. Because I tried it once. I didn't make it. And I just went gluck, 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 like an idiot, and I drank this whole glass of scotch. Put the glass down. We're sitting on the dinner table and we're having the roasted pig and the black beans and the rice. and the fried bananas and the salad and the avocado and everything. It's a gorgeous table full of food. And about 20 minutes or less, that thing hit me. It hit when it hit the bottom. It sounded the bell. It went bang. It kicked like a mule, and I started getting sick and sick. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I done? She's going, are you all right? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little. I didn't get drunk. I got sick. The drunkenness came later, but I got sick. So here you go running to the bathroom to throw up. Very embarrassing in front of the parents. And the old lady comes. She goes, here, and she gives me a shot of espresso. They said, this will cut it. So I drink the shot of espresso. It made it worse. Then they come and they give me a glass of milk. And I'm drinking all this because I wanted to be healed. I was so sick and throwing up and I was dying. And I drink the milk and it just, brrr, she says, that'll clean you up. And I go, yeah, but my guts are going with it. And then they gave me something. What was it? And they put a shot of Tabasco in the damn thing. And what was it? Tomato juice or something. And I think it might have been Clamato or something. And they put hot sauce. And I'm going, what is this? She goes, no, drink it, drink it. Well, needless to say, nothing helped. I had to stay there. I called my old man. I was driving his car. And I said, hey, I'm not driving home because I don't feel good. I'm going to stay here. He goes, what's the matter? And I said, well, I had too much to drink. He said, okay. All right, but don't drive. Oh, no, I'm not driving. I'm going to stay here. And I slept in the sofa. And the next day, man, my head was just, A glass like this of scotch, Chivas. Uh, I don't think it was 30. I think it was 8. Do they make an 18? I know they make a 12-year age. This was a little older than 12 because he was like, this is really special. And me like an idiot trying to impress the girl, I drank like a whole glass, like water. Never do that again. And then after that, I have never drunken scotch again. I can't smell it. I can't drink it. And I got 2 bottles new for a party that I was going to throw because I knew some people like Chivas. And they'd be sitting there for, I would say, 13 to 14 years unopened in their box, the silver box. Next time I have a get together, I'm going to bring him out and see who wants to drink it because I don't care for it. I just I can't drink scotch. Now, a friend of mine gave me a bottle, a client that I finished their plans, got approved, got everything going, paid the permits, they started working, they liked it. They gave me a bottle of scotch. It's a green bottle, it's got a name, don't know the name. I gave it away. I gave it to my friend up here. He's got a collection of drinks, alcohol. And I gave it away because I said, no, I don't want it. I opened and smelled it, and oh no. As soon as I did that, memories came back when I got sick. But a while back, a friend of mine gave me a bottle of a Glenwich, I think it is, Scotch whiskey, malt. I think it was a malt Scotch whiskey. And the bottle was awkward. I kept it because I liked the bottle, not the alcohol. But it was oval. It was like this. It was flat in the back, and it was semi-pointy, rounded at the end in the front. Green bottle, tall bottle. And every time I would have a get together, a barbecue or something, I would bring it out, and I would bring out the rum because all these guys are Caribbeans and they like rum, one guy says, no, 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 do you have any scotch? And I said, well, I got something here that I don't know if you like it. He goes, let me see. When he looked at it, he goes, oh, he goes, yeah, I like some of this. So I gave him, and he drank a good portion, but it's already gone. But I remember I got a friend that he's an expert on scotch. He told me this is one of the best around. So I said, okay, well, go ahead and drink it. I don't care for it. I never tasted it. I should have because every company has a different formula, so it has a different taste. But after I got sick with that scotch from Chivas, I've never been able. Now, Chivas supposed to have also no, not Chivas. There's another one called Johnny Walker. They got the blue, the black, and the regular. And I think the blue is the black. I think is top of the line, then the blue, and then the regular. I've tasted that one. That was not bad. Um, and this guy went to a bar. He was visiting from Florida. He went to a bar, and he said, "Let me have the best Scotch whiskey." And the bartender, he goes, "I have here that's $150 a pop." I don't know if it was a shot or a glass, but he said, "Hit me with that," and he paid 150 for it. He said it was delicious. So, but I'm not that much of a drinker. I drink a little bit, but I don't sit there and go through half a bottle or anything. I just do one drink, maybe two. That's it. Smoking a cigar or being in a restaurant or in a bar with friends. Not really a bar. It's like a club. So, but man, that experience I had with that scotch, it was, I just didn't like it. I'm not. My friend says you can't hold it. You can't hold it. He goes, yeah, you're right. I don't want to hold it. I just want the one or two drinks to enjoy it, and that's it. But I'm not gonna sit there and drink away and blast my head. No, I can't take that. No, never did. Not even when I was young. But this one here says here brewed in California, so they make it here. Um, Clamato has very good flavor. And I was talking to a friend of mine, some guys from the old guard. He says that back then in Cuba, if you go to a tiquera, that's like it was like a bar, but it was kind of open. It was in the building, but they had columns and there was wide open areas outside towards the outside, and 12, 15 feet wide, and then you have another column, you have another open. So you're sitting there on the table, but you're open to the cafes and streets and everything, and then you got the bar behind you. And he says that the guys there will get the clam juice with the tomato juice and mix it and make that drink uh, with beer. There was a very popular beer back then. It was called Crystal. Very good beer. And there was a couple of other ones I don't remember the names. I was a kid back then, but they would do that kind of mix. So maybe these companies heard about stuff like that and say, hey, let's try to imitate, and they came up with a very good product. I like it, and I'm not a beer connoisseur. Now, um, about 10, 12 years ago, up in the cabin, we had a group of people, mostly friends or on her side, and there was a few college people there also. And this guy came up. He said, "Hey, Ray, you want to have a?" He named the beer and said, "Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try one." And I don't know because I didn't catch it. I don't know if it was in it or he put it in the beer can, in the beer bottle, there was a capsule of compressed air, and I only seen that once. And I said, well, what is that? So I don't know if he opened it and he dropped it in or something. And he says, oh, we'll give you a buzz or whatever. I don't know if it's a college thing that they come up with this crazy stuff. And I said, did you just put that in? He goes, no, it was in the beer. So I don't know. I'm gonna look that up because, but I had it. I drank it, but I never had any ill reaction. You know, I didn't get sick or anything. It didn't foam up and spill over. I don't remember exactly what it was for. But these guys, they try crazy things. You know, the college guys. Um, so that kind of piqued my curiosity. I like to go to a bar that has a lot of beer and say, "Do you have this type of beer with the thing inside?" You know, let's see what they say. Because I don't remember the name. I know it was a dark bottle, the brown glass, and it had that capsule. It's about this size. It had that capsule. It looked like a BB gun compressed little capsule, that kind of thing. And I don't know if you shake it and it pops, or I don't know exactly how that works. Weird thing. So, well, going back to the truck, I'm gonna do the decals and I'm gonna do the storage. I'm gonna start putting all the stuff that's sitting around here. 100 pounds worth. I'm gonna cut down. I'm gonna cut back because I don't need to take all this stuff. I want to see if I can cut back on some things because it's a lot of redundancy. Too many bottles of oil. Two bottles of brake fluid. You know, too much. Now, one thing I noticed on the truck, I've been driving it, tried to get everything settled, and I'm noticing that it feels like it's bottomed out. It doesn't have a lot of cushion in the back there. It doesn't bounce. The overload spring, it's already flat, so all the springs are sitting on it. That's why I was kind of surprised that the trailer, the camper, pushed the truck down 5 inches. So that's a big drop. I thought it would drop maybe three. I don't know if the springs are tired. I'm gonna start looking into airbags for the rear, or possibly an additional overload spring to put it on the bottom, because on all blue there's no reaction. The truck stays the same height. It doesn't sink. It doesn't pop up when you remove the camper. It stays where it's at. And the old man that I bought it from, he told me that they reinforced it to take the weight of the camper, which is 1,300 pounds, because this old camper is made with wood, not aluminum. The new ones are lighter. They're about 900 pounds, 950. So they're about 300, 350 pounds lighter. Uh, this one is solid and it's made with wood and galvanized metal. So I'm going to check the air pressure on the tires, which I think they're probably maxed. And then I'm going to drive it on the freeway. I already went to the back hills here, drove it around a little bit, and went and got new wipers. They were all beat up and stringy. And now I'm going to install that container for the all the stuff that's laying here. And then my folding steps, the ladder or the steps for the rear, it's going to be here on Friday. And I'm going to install it on the tailgate for now and see if that's going to work out. Now, the tailgate does not have an opening like the Blazer. The Blazer, being that the Blazer's got glass window, so you can remove the panels from the back and you can reach in and do whatever maintenance. This is a solid piece of metal that it's in like this. There's no way to open it. So the steps come with another sheet of bracket that you put behind. You drill some holes and then you bolt it and you sandwich the piece. You bolt it and do that. Well, I won't be able to do it on the, because I already removed the plastic cover and it doesn't have any way to get in. So that means I'm gonna have to drill some holes and tap in, put in some screws, some wood screws, the big ones, and just ratchet it in there to hold that piece that's gonna attach the steps. That's the next step, and that's gonna be here on Friday. And then we're gonna try it out and see how that's gonna work out. Nothing's been easy. Everything has to be tweaked, adjusted, reworked, or reinvented on the swap here of vehicles. The folding steps, I got them here. I painted them, and I haven't really sat down to see if I can make a bracket, but there's no way to do it. I don't want to weld it on the chrome. I don't want to mess up the chrome. That's why I kept the tailgate, to see if I can use it. So we'll see. If the tailgate doesn't work out, I'm gonna have to take the tailgate out and then attach the steps to the back of the truck and tap into the bed, the wall of the bed. So the camper's sitting here. You got this piece of wall. I can just go zzz, 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 and attach the steps there. And let's see if the bumper is right under it. It's not gonna impede the angle. So, and I'm doing this step at a time. Something arrives, I work on it, I install it. Then I gotta wait for something else to arrive, and then I gotta get it, install it, and then I gotta wait. And it's been like this. You know, I've been like this for for a few weeks already. and finally, where did I put it? Okay. And yesterday, finally, after waiting 3 weeks, I called three times. First, for the steps. First, they sent me a bag of bolts and nuts. I called and complained, hey, I'm missing the clip-ons, and I'm missing the washers. And so then they sent me a bag of the clip-ons, the little black ones that you clip on the hole and then you can attach it. So I went and attached it, and now they sent me the bag with everything. This is the way I should have received it from the beginning. It didn't come in the box. And this one includes washers also. So I got the same sheet of crappy instructions, and it doesn't even mention where to put the washers, because I know they have to be on a bolt, but it's not in the picture. So do I take it apart now and put the washers that are missing? I don't think so. As pretty tight as it is, it's hard, it stays. But this company is a little flaky. Iconic. They sent me this bag finally after me calling 3 times. Oh, what are you missing? Well, I need this, and I need, and then they sent me half of what I needed. And then what are you missing? Well, I didn't get this, and I didn't get that. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna send it. And then they send me the other stuff. And then I call again and say, hey, are we playing a game? What's going on with you guys? They don't know. They say, well, I need the kit to install the side runners, the steps. Well, tell me what you need. Well, don't you know what I need? I need the kit. I need the bag with... There's supposed to be 2 bags. According to the paperwork. It said 2 bags. Contains this, and that thing. And they didn't even know what they're supposed to send me for the order that I purchased. I mean, they had the order on the computer. They had my name right. They had the mailing address correctly. All the information that I gave them was correct. They had it. But they didn't give me what I needed to install it. So I had those things sitting in their boxes here for a month. or more than a month. I think a month and 2 weeks before I actually had to, you know, start working on it with half the stuff. So these companies, I don't know, they're getting low quality, low trained. I'm not gonna say quality, but a low trained employees that they can hardly answer the phone. That's it. All the high qualified people are moving up to a better job. I went to the mechanic to ask him for a borrow, so I can borrow a sending unit for the gas gauge. And there were 3 new guys that I didn't recognize, and they're all young. I didn't ask for the other ones because there was one guy, really good mechanic. He left. There was another guy that he was a really good mechanic. And when I say good mechanics, I'm not saying he changes the spark plugs and does the little things, and he put an alternator and no. These people were working on smashed cars. They will take apart the whole front end. They will take out the front differential, take out the tranny, take the motor, rebuild the motor, put everything back in, straighten out the front. I mean, those guys knew their shit, man, and those guys are gone. Those guys are gone. So they're losing qualified people. I think one guy went to Vegas. He probably got a better offer over there, and he left. I gotta answer this call. It's probably about the truck. Okay, so check it out. I did the little decal by the door. Looks pretty good. And I also installed the plastic container, the storage, and tied it down. This container did not come with the, supposedly, this is supposed to be a little canal right here, little slot. It didn't have it. So what I did is I just drilled 2 holes here and 2 of the other one and ran the wires. And actually, it worked out better because it's got meat here in the middle for the cable. And then you attach these locks on it, pull on them. It's a one-way deal. See the little arrow? I don't know if you can tell. It shows the arrow pointing that way and then this way. So you can see the cables are going in that position. So now I'm beginning to load the contents. So in that black bag is the air compressor, and this gray box is the electric wrench for the tires. And here's a bag of tools, open wrench and sockets and everything. And then I got some miscellaneous here that I want to take, and I want to see what I'm taking. Okay, this is the battery jump. Very good thing to have, and I already used it all blue. So that's gonna go, and this has to be connected to be charged. So that goes there for now, or maybe on top of that. Nice. And then I have a little shovel for the, I don't know, bathroom. I also take a can of Fix-A-Flat, even though you got air. Well, that should be with that department, so that should be there with the compressor. What else we got here? We got a big flashlight. Yeah, okay, toss that in. Very light. And bungees, I don't know if I'm taking that. Jumping cables, yes. Actually, that fits right next to this. That's perfect. Actually, I could just shove it back in here. Perfect. The maps. The light for the hood. Gonna go there too. I don't know if this thing works. Oh yeah. Okay. got a magnet back here, so you can just stick it and fold it down, and you can work over the engine. So you need your hands. I got more maps, packet of wipes. Yeah, you get dirty doing mechanical work. In there for now. I got an Ontario knife that I could take, or this other knife. I don't know, I gotta pick to see which one I'm taking. And then the wipe for the ice and snow. I haven't seen that in quite a while. Roll of duct tape for there now. And bungee, squeegee, little flashlight that goes on the door. I think I already have one. Okay, I'll take this one. It goes on the door. A rag, toss that in there, and the rest is just a bunch of miscellaneous. Oh, you know what this is? I've had this since the early 80s. You're coming from hunting, you want to lean your gun against the truck, but sometimes you put it against the tire. Well, this thing is magnetic. You put it in like that, and you come in with your gun and rest it on the foam. And magnetic, it's old and stuff, but it still works. I don't know, this is kind of sentimental thing. I've had it for years. I don't think I'm gonna take it. I usually come in and bring the gun inside. Okay, a pair of mechanic gloves, good to have. And fuel injection system. Yeah, toss that in there. The window shield. I gotta see if this thing works. Yeah, we used coming south along the 395. The sun hits the window on the other side and it just fries you. And okay, here's my connector for the. Okay, here's an aluminum seal. This is for the radiator in case you have a leak. Toss that in there. I used to have a repair. Here's another flashlight. Oh, here's the repair kit. That, the instructions, air. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this in a bag or something, but I'm gonna toss it in there for now. There's supposed to be some patch material. Oh Jesus, I was looking for this. Look where it was. The little blue light that goes in there. The level go in there for now. Rubber cement patching material. Here it is. So this works with this needle. You take out the object from the hole that's leaking. You grab this, you put it on the needle, and the box fell off. And then you rub the glue on the patch material, put it in, patch it, boom. So that goes in there. Gotta load the backside. So right there, that was approximately 30 pounds of weight. That compressor is heavy. That air compressor is heavy, and the other stuff is heavy. The jack. Okay, so I'm gonna let go for now. I gotta continue. I gotta pick all the stuff that fell down, and we'll see you on the next one. So this is a process. I'm not gonna be able to do it all in one shot. It's warm as hell. I'm gonna go inside and cool off. Okay, so I got it loaded with only the stuff that I really need. There's a bunch of stuff that I didn't. So let me show you how this thing folds. There it is, all the essentials. I think I reduced maybe 10 pounds. I mean, really, you need the lights. I'm On the knives, I'm going to pick one. I don't need to have two. The fuel cleaner is good to have. I am going to add 1 bottle of oil, put it on the other side. And the jumping cables. So basically, the repair kit and all that, it's needed. So this is the way it folds. Pull up here and bring it down. And there it is. You can see some of the stuff here, but it doesn't matter. It's my stuff. I'm not trying to hide it. It's just that you need a place to have it, to put it. Okay, so looking good. And then the next thing is the load up the back storage. Load up that area, and I gotta put some screws here to push this down. This plastic kind of gotta hit this with a hammer so the door can close. I did hit it with a hammer and it popped up again. So I gotta work on that. Okay, so it's basically done. I'm gonna back it up and park it and rest a little bit. The next heavy thing is gonna be the steps when I get here, and I'm gonna work on that. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.